All right, we got an episode of Pop the Balloon. All right, I actually enjoy these. Shout out to Arlette. She does a great job with these, and she's the first one I saw doing this thing.
Arlette. Oh, that's a host?
Yeah, Mrs. Amuli. So let's take a look at this video. We're just going to look at the first contestant because I thought she was funny.
Let's go ahead and bring out our first single lady. Hello, welcome. I'll have you hold that. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Driva.
Driva. Okay, how old are you?
I'm above 30.
Okay. Above 30, you should be proud
Yes,
of that.
I'm above 30.
Okay. And what do you do?
So I'm a podcaster of We Like It Hot podcast. I own Beach 7 Hair, and I'm a UGC creator.
Okay. Do you notice, but I don't know what it is with a lot of these like black dating shows, but everyone's got 7 jobs.
Well, the show is in the States, and the hustle culture within the black community is very strong.
Okay. How many jobs you got?
I'm a creator.
Hey,
I got one.
Start listing them off. Stop being humble. Don't be a humble king. Don't do that.
It's not a humble king.
Okay.
It's not a humble king thing. It's I create. I love to create.
How about you create some space so I could get my shit off? All right. So first off, I'm a dancer, entertainer, comedian, podcaster, video editor, business owner, entrepreneur, business manager. I employ people. I also work at old people's home. I take care of my mom. And I babysit.
Say that you manage your old people home, but the only old person there is your mom is crazy.
There's a home I own. She lives in it. She's old. I manage an old people's home. I babysit. I hang out with my niece 3 hours times 3 a week, 9 hours. I do charity work, and by charity work, I walk outside, take public transport and shit, show myself to the peasants in the society. What can I say, man? I wear a lot of different hats, and we out here.
But if Abba was on the dating show, this would be him. So tell us what you do. I'm a video editor. That would be you.
That's true.
That would be you. 100% you. All this shit right there.
True.
That's the first time I hear you list all that shit.
And now what do you look for in a man?
So what I look for in a man is someone who knows himself and is someone who is consistent and someone who will value me.
Okay. So what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. Honestly, just someone who's not gonna who's not gonna put me as a priority.
Okay.
Like, I just need someone who's gonna put me as a priority.
Got it, okay,
Like,
okay.
you can have a kid, just as long as I'm a priority.
Well, that example was weird. So I guess she wants to be the priority over the kid? Or maybe she just wants to be that's interesting. You popping the balloon?
Oh.
If you had a kid, you pop in?
Oh.
Yeah.
Even if I don't have a kid, that's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
That is weird. If I don't have a kid now, and I'd be looking at her like, that statement was wild.
That was definitely past
If
trauma.
even if you wait, even if you have a kid, I don't have to substitute shit. It's my kid, and it's a kid. It can't just be on itself. You're a grown ass woman. You could be no. I don't have to
Well,
substitute.
you know what
shit.
God says? You put your wife above your children.
When did he say that?
I'm almost certain that's a thing.
Look for it.
Okay. Wives. So this is Ephesians 5:22-24. States.
If it's yeah.
All right. States. Yo, Ephesians. I'm not gonna lie, man.
If it's yeah.
Bible chapters, books got cool names, okay? Odysseus 34:75. All right, here we go. Wives, submit yourselves unto your husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. So therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be unto their husbands in everything. To put it another way, if the wife is under the headship of her husband, then her care for her children is really on his behalf and under his direction. That's a bar. I think, and I've seen a lot of people who preach this stuff that say, spouses should prioritize each other.
Okay, I left that shit a long ass time ago. Thanks for that.
No worries. I'm about to get a visit from Ruslan.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep
Hey, thank you very much, brother. You be preaching the word of the Lord
during Ramadan too. It's crazy. All right, let's not cause any drama. Let's continue this video.
Driva, so I'm going to go ahead and have you ask these guys a question just to kind of help you, narrow it down, see who is more your type, all that good stuff.
Okay, who has kids?
Is that a deal breaker for you?
No, it's
Yes.
Cause like
yes. Yes. No, it's not that. Yes, it is.
Let's find out.
Is that a deal breaker for you?
No, it's because like you guys have priorities above me. Yeah, just pop your balloon. If you got kids, pop it. Just pop it. Okay.
Let's go over to those guys. All right, if we can have your name and age.
My name is Priest. I'm 33.
Okay. Priest, what do you do?
I'm a comedian.
Okay.
I love a comedian.
So we see you popped for the.
Yes. That fucking saucy Santana shake.
She did a shimmy once. She went,
Yes. Yes.
why are you doing so well? Why do you do
Because my job as a comedian my job is to fucking watch people and see how they act. No, this shit. Yeah. What's. Yo, she the most.
I love a comedian.
So we see you pop for the kids. How many kids do you have?
Got one. So would you like bacon? Oh my God, I love bacon.
Okay, let's head over here. Your name and age.
My name is Brian. I'm 40.
We've seen Brian before.
Oh yeah, he's the one from the ghetto.
I'm not a surface level dating type of guy, right? I don't really care about your past. I'm from the ghetto. I'm from New Orleans, right?
Okay, he said it 7 times.
Yeah, Louisiana.
Louisianimal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm from the ghetto.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd, but I also like to read. But I like to go out.
I like to read. I'm from the ghetto, but I am a nerd. I like to go lounges, right? I like to go to museums.
I like to shoot guns, but I like to make peace. I like to have sex, but I love to be a virgin.
Yes, that was the.
I love debt, but I love being rich. I'm from the ghetto. We make bad decisions. I don't judge. How many babies you got? How many baby
Yeah,
daddies?
that was that dude.
Social media?
Social media agent, yes.
Okay, how many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
Okay.
My name is Brian, and Brian is from the ghetto. I'm speaking in the third person, but I'm the first man. I'm a complicated individual. I'm country, but I live in the city.
Oh my God, your country.
Brian, what do you do?
I'm an aircraft mechanic for a major airline in Houston. So I just came out here to meet you. I had to pop because I do have a daughter. She's 19. Okay. Do you have any kids?
No.
Okay. How old are you?
Above 30.
Above 30? You're not confident in it?
I'm waiting for my husband to have a kid.
Okay.
She said she above.
Above 30. You're like,
Wait,
say
what?
your age. You're asking all these men their age. You can't even say yours. Like it's a problem. You have all these barriers and these judgments about people and their kids and their age. Oh, he's too old. And you're above 30. That gives me that you're like 36.
Yeah.
You're 36.
So wait, do you want to meet a guy in his like early 30s? Is that what this is? You want to meet a guy like 5, 6 younger?
Yo.
I mean, she can.
Bruv.
I don't even mind if she want to meet a dude the same way dudes want to meet a young girl. That's fine. But why don't you just say your age? Why are you lying?
C'est ça là. Juste dis ton âge là. Just say your age. Say your age. Say your
Hold up.
age.
Let's see that again.
How old are you?
Above 30.
Above 30? You're not confident in it?
I'm waiting for my husband to have a kid.
Okay.
Because I didn't tell my age, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you asked everybody they fucking age and disqualified them for it.
Yeah.
Why don't you say your age, weirdo?
Nah, you're a weirdo.
Yeah, you are weird. That's off.
How much you make? How much you make? You know.
A lady never describes her income.
That's fine. That's okay. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
I think you got to be confident in your age. It doesn't really matter how old you are.
To our hot balloons over here, if we
You
can
don't
have
have
your name and age.
Absolutely. My name is Demetrius, and I'm 36 years old.
And Demetrius, what do you do?
I am a talent acquisition, so staffing or recruiter.
Okay, very nice.
See, when I hear someone talk like that, I feel like they work in the professional world.
Yeah.
Very simple title, describe what it is, move the fuck on.
HR.
Whenever I hear somebody tell me they got 5 jobs, I'm like, you're unemployed. Or it just sounds a complicated way of saying you broke or not making much money, you're ashamed of whatever you do make. So you got to compensate by saying all this extra shit. That's what I always think when someone lists 4 or 5 things. That's me personally, though. Or when I hear someone's an entrepreneur, I feel like I hear so many people. All right, well, what's the name of your LLC? Oh, you don't have one. How many people do you employ? 0. Okay, what's your gross income? We're in the I don't know. There's like a proliferation of people who call themselves entrepreneur because they have a business idea and they've bought a course. It's like, God damn, you haven't even dipped your toes in yet, and you calling yourself a professional swimmer?
Bar.
And now, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Exactly what he said.
Stand on age.
I hate to say the lack of confidence in expressing the age.
Okay.
We all over 30 over on the stage. We don't mind you being over 30. We don't mind you being 40. We came on the show to make sure that we find somebody that we connect with, and just being honest and just be, open up front matters to men.
It's like you start a conversation.
Yes.
You're starting a relationship and then you're being vague.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, the point we are right now, I'm trying to know you and you can't even disclose your age. That's the tip of the iceberg. That's nothing. That's beginning. That's hi, how are you? I don't know how I'm feeling. That's weird.
Yep.
That's the beginning stage. Like, what else are you gonna be afraid of? Nah, B.
Other than that, you're very gorgeous and driven, and I like that.
Thank you.
And now, is Demetrius someone that's your type?
I think she's gonna say no because I think she's getting salty. You can see her body language, all that happiness that she had earlier is fading.
How old did you say you were?
36.
36. I would actually have to get to know you a little bit more past what you just told me.
And you still went to, you have the audacity to still go and ask about people's age when you can't even disclose yours. And then be like, 36, I don't know, I'd have to know you a bit more. Yo.
She got to be the goofiest broad I've seen on the show.
Yo, she goofy, she don't even know it.
Alrighty, so we did get another pop over here. If we can have your name and age.
I think everybody popped.
Yeah, my girl, at the age that you are,
In the place that you live.
finding a man above 35 with no kids.
Who wants somebody above 35 like you?
I mean, someone that don't want to deal with their kids. You setting up yourself to be alone for a long time.
What do you mean she's gonna be alone? She got her podcast. You never just looked at a mic and be like, I'm so lonely. But I'm glad I got you. No? All right.
You good?
Some days are tough. Be honest. Be honest. Should I be trying to be funny? Some days are hard.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just be honest.
All right, thank you.
I just want to preface that,
Oh, go ahead.
like this whole no kids thing, y'all. I just got out of a 2-year thing with somebody with kids that like never put me.
No.
Hold on. What did I say? I said this sounds like it comes from trauma. I said that at the beginning. You can see the way she prioritized it. It's a lived experience. And what happens is, see, this is a problem with people. They have an experience. Like they date one Asian person. The Asian person does them dirty. I can't date Asian people anymore. Like, what?
Is your name is Steve? Ugh, my ex was a Steve.
Yeah. Oh, a Capricorn? I just, your energy. Well, I'm a Leo. Well, she got hurt when everyone popped their balloon because you have to imagine, right? When she came out, nobody popped. That means everyone looked at her and they're like, we're interested. It's when she started yapping that they were like, ooh. And that's a different kind of a blow because even when she was popping people's balloons, she was happy. Ooh.
And they were still, they were like, whatever, it's cool.
Until she kept yapping. And then everyone's like, no, you're doing too much. So you can see how people play themselves. They carry the trauma from their past relationships into everything going forward. And then they go, there's no good men out there. It's not that there's no good men. It's like, lady, you're pushing everyone away with your bad personality. You need to go to therapy. You need to get over where the fuck happened and not go into every relationship thinking everything is going to replicate that just because there's certain commonalities.
That's like one dude. That was one dude.
Yeah. If you don't feel like a priority with somebody who has a child, it's not because the child. is because they don't like you that much.
Oh, and I don't want you around that. I don't want to be. If I got a kid,
Yeah.
and you act like that, like you're competing with my kid, it's a wrap. You're not there. You're donezo. I can never show you my kid.
I'm gonna take it a step further. If someone has a child and they're making an effort with you, that means that they're treating you like even more of a priority than someone who doesn't have a child. And I'll explain why. When you have a kid, you have certain responsibilities that are pretty consistent, and it's gonna happen on a cyclical manner. Then you have your job and whatever you gotta do to support the situation. That means your free time is only allotted to so much. So if someone's taking that free time, and because they're not gonna have much of it, and they're spending it with you, that means they are truly prioritizing you in their leisure time. That's big. Whereas if I got no responsibilities, I spend 3 days with you, it don't mean that you're that much of a priority. I just have ample free time. If that person really liked you, they would have tried. They just didn't like you that much. Unless they got 7 kids or something, then maybe you have a case. But I digress. Let's just keep going.
I feel like I'm like a little bit, I don't know.
On guard.
Can I say something towards
Yeah.
that? Like, for me, it's God first, and then my wife, and then the kids. So.
Fuck that phone. I just wanted to say, I'm an honorary Christian. I'm an honorary Christian, bro. I walk up in churches and people are like, yo, tea, wine, and bread. What's up, bro? I'm like, thank you, I appreciate that.
Tea, wine, and bread.
Yeah.
Tea? You are so proud.
God first. Stop playing with me.
You're obviously a bright, shining light. You walk in, you light up the room, right? Your personality is great. But I think that when you're in a situation like this, we've got to start with honesty. But cool. I really enjoy the way you're put together. I love the colorful demeanor.
I think he's talking about that shimmy.
I love a comedian.
So we see you pause for the.
Yes!
That shit was colorful.
So that's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just want to preface one thing.
Yeah.
I do a lot of brand deals.
Oh, shut your ass up. We're not here to your PR. And if you lose a brand because you're 36 instead of 32, then fuck that brand. Stop being a goddamn loser. Just own it.
I do an age range. So that's
Right.
why I really didn't want my age on the internet. I do
No,
an
it's
age
understandable,
range.
of course.
Okay.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong
If I
with
was
it. It's
dating
just,
you, you could definitely know
Right.
my age. Just letting you know. But the internet, with working with certain brands and
Right.
stuff,
And you know what? I'll say this. If that was really a thing for you and you couldn't disclose your age, fine. Don't ask nobody about their age or don't fucking mention it. That's all I gotta say. What about you? Did you like this episode?
It was a good episode.
I'd prefer if you just shimmied so I can kind of get a good
Oh, I'm
idea.
sorry. Yes.
There you go.
It's just once you walked in, it was too much. It was right too much. But that was me.
That's a preference.
I don't think I have.
You're not ready for that Afro-Nubian energy.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Stop doing that. I don't have a high tolerance for when it's too much and stuff like that. I want it to be my piece, and you're like that. Mm-hmm. That I don't mind. That's my shit, right? If you gotta shimmy, fucking do it right.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But don't just you know what I mean? If you gotta shimmy,
Yo, can someone replicate that GIF with Shaq and the cat?
yeah,
And then you just got the cat in the back wiggling? Yeah, do the same thing.
I love a comedian.
So we see you pause for the.
All right, anyways.
yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, that's all.
shit's dope.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments.